I didn't get my nails fully clean, but I went with a more simple color this time, so it's maybe less distracting. I'm really working with a whole new setup, so hopefully this is good. I'm going to try to make sure I'm not seeing it. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, Bridget, I am up late. I'm up ridiculously late. But I was about to record something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my nails are a mess. This is why I have to do nails. I bite them off. Oh, sorry. That's hopefully I'm really struggling with the lighting here. Is that so shadowy? I'm so sorry. Oh, that's worse. Maybe that's still super shadowy. I'm just, yeah. If I do that. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I bite my nails really bad, and if I put the nail strips on, this nail was well covered. I just did my polish remover. But yes, I was up late. I was about to record something where I was doing my hands, and I'm like, oh, my nails are a mess. What are you up doing? I know this is like normal time for you, but I decided, well, I'll just do this random live. I checked in with Camille before I went live to see if she was doing that, but she's working on videos. So these are the things I will need. Okay, let's see. Worse before I couldn't anymore. No teeth will. Well, yes. So I'm trying to stop the problem before it gets to that level. So when I put these polish strips on, it really makes a big difference because I don't bite them. But like regular polish strips so bad. Sorry, that's so crinkly. I apologize. Regular polish, it like chips so much that it's unpleasant, right? Okay, just like this horrible crinkly sound. I apologize for that. Okay, that's probably good. Yeah, I can do that one. All right. So this color is called Czech, as in the Czech Republic. I was about to say the old name of a country that's like 2 or 3 different countries now. Anyway, Czech Me Out. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Czech Me Out, like the country. And I only need 5 because my nails are short. If you have long nails, you need 1 strip for each nail, so you need the full set, which is 10. But I'm just using the other side of the set that I had before, that I did before on my first time doing nail strips. And I see to see, still I'm having to fill more bobbins. Oh, yeah. I wanted to try to do Loving the Pink Sparkle. Yeah, I know. It's a good color. It won't match my cardigan anymore, but that's okay. Somebody actually commented on one of my videos that my nail polish with the variegated was distracting. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I'll take that for what it's worth. That's not why I changed them, but they were a wreck. I probably should have taken a picture. I probably should have taken a picture of what they looked like before. I don't know who else is up besides my night owls that are already here. Oh, I know it's silly. I know it's funny that somebody commented. I kind of laughed about it. I'm like, okay, well, you left a comment. That helps me out, so I'm okay with that. I kind of janketied that nail. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might have to put more on that one. All right, let's go over to the other side. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in the camera there. But yeah, people, I mean, like I said, if it was distracting to them, then okay, that's fine. I guess that's good information for me that something maybe more simple is probably better. And again, I mean, that is not why I'm changing colors. It was time because I have a little more trouble doing my, see, my right hand because I'm using my left hand and I don't use my left hand enough. I'm going to actually fill in this little spot that I messed up. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, people say some wild things. That truth, Bridget. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna get wound up about it. That's not why I'm doing this. It was because literally I went to film and I'm like, oh no, I cannot film with my nails. My nails being plain would be significantly better than how they looked. They were in bad shape. And that means if they're in bad shape, then I pick at them and then I start biting them. And I'm trying not to do that. So I like it when that nail is, when I can use my thumbnail. Different than a thumbnail on YouTube, right? All right. Okay. No. Sorry, it's probably going to go in and out of focus, and I apologize for that. And that's kind of messed up. So again, I'm just going to use these scraps and overlay it to hide where it kind of left a gap. I'll use the little tool here. A little more. Push that down. Obviously, you're supposed to use this to push your cuticles before. I do that, but I just use my nail. Because when I have a good nail like that one, I know it looks all funky because I kind of scraped them off. Because I just used a very simple nail polish pad that they say biting. Oh, I believe that. Oh, Julia. Hi, Julia. Do you do nail strips, Julia? Have you tried them before? I'm getting my nails and toes done. What color should I do? Okay, so I'm a glitter girl. I like nail polish with glitter color, like glitter in it, right? Now, it depends on what kind of clothing do you have? So my brain also goes to what's going, especially if it's on my hands. On my toes, I will go wild. I will put whatever I feel like that day. But on my hands, if they're going to match, I think about what do I wear a lot. But yes, so if you have a lot of green or blue or purple or pink in your wardrobe, then go with complementary colors to that. So this is the much less expensive version of getting a manicure. These color strips, they're always buy 3 get 1 free. They're about $13 to $15 a set, and again, I get two uses out of one set. So for me, buy 3 get 1 free. I don't know if I said that properly before. Buy 3 get 1 free would be really 8 manicures. 8 manicures for about $40. No, yes, because one of them's free. And then there's a little bit, I'm sorry, I was off screen. There's a little bit, see, I'm going to need to fill in that little edge there. But the advantage to these solid colors, but yeah, solid glittery, and go with the colors, go with colors that are complementary to what colors you usually wear. Not necessarily the same color, but like if you wear a lot of purple, then like yellow is really good. Like a glittery yellow. We're heading into spring, right? You could do something Eastery. Or, or spring colors. And I would definitely get a flower on your toe because it's spring. Well, here, I'm assuming you're in the US. That's an unfair assumption, isn't it? Because you could be in the southern hemisphere, in which case it is fall there. Not spring. Fall, autumn, I think. Y'all call it autumn if you're, again, if you're down under. All right. All right. All right. You think, oh, gold and silver. Yes. I have seen a beautiful manicure that was, I think the background was silver and then they had a stripe of gold kind of going at an angle. That looked amazing. That looked super, super good, especially if it's at least one of them is glittery or both of them. But if you have one that's glittery, like I would do if you're, whatever the one that goes on top, if you're going to do like I'm saying, like some kind of stripe. That one's really jankety. I don't even know when I started saying that word. It's been very recent. That is not a word I used to ever say, so I do not know where I picked that up. I do that, though. I pick up words and don't know where. It was probably on either a YouTube channel or a TV show, and it just stuck in my head. What's really funny is because I was around my grandparents a whole lot while I was growing up, I would use old school phrases in my high school classroom, and they wouldn't, they would be like, my students would be like, what the heck do you mean? And that was funny. Ooh, tiger eye. Yeah. Oh, yes. The tiger eye polish is so pretty. Okay, so you would be doing a gold and you'd be alternating gold and silver. Am I understanding? So like 3 golds and 2 silvers or 3 silvers and 2 golds? Or where you do like 4 of them silver or gold and then 1 accent nail. Which way are you thinking about that? But oh, the tiger's eye is so freaking cool. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to skip a nail because I grabbed this one. I actually need that one for my middle finger, so I'm going to go to my index finger. Oh, notice with these, I have to pull off this clear plastic first. Yeah, I didn't do that the first time I put these on. I didn't realize that I needed to. And again, I'm so sorry about the shadows. It's been tricky to get this new setup for this particular thing. Oops, pull that a little further. Okay, let me push that back a little bit because it's not, I don't like the shape it is. There. Okay, and again, I do not have pretty nails or anything. This is truly just to make it so my nails don't end up in my mouth. Oh yes, it's 2 silver, 3 gold. Yes. But yes, definitely I would say make sure they're like glittery or sparkly. I think that would be really, really, really pretty. Oops, my yarn. Because normally what I do on my channel is crochet. But I really, like I said, when I was going to go do a video and, see, this one's not as long. It's barely there. Yeah, I'm going to have to use this. And I was going to crochet and show my hands. I was like, oh, they are a mess. And again, I should have taken a picture of how bad they looked. That would have been helpful. Oh, I was probably off screen. All right. So silver and gold, yes. Bridget and yes, I think my toes, white or red. Oh, see, I really like bright red toenails. I think that's so pretty. And that's so complimentary to gold and silver, actually, even though, again, they're not together. But yes, I am pro bright pinks and bright reds on the toes. I definitely think that's, yep, it's, oh, see, yep, it's that time of year. Okay. that time of year for open-toed shoes. Well, not here in Colorado. I don't know where you're at, but Camille or Bridget, if you want to do weather Denver, it's probably cool right now. I think it's supposed to be in the 60s tomorrow. But yeah, we're still a ways away from when I can use this thumbnail. It's just so much better than when I use the tool. For me, if I did things properly, normally, regularly, the tool would probably work better. Plus, this isn't my regular one, so this isn't as sharp. I thought I had my regular one out, but I couldn't find it, so I grabbed that one. Luckily, I have 2 or 3 of these. This one actually, this part is like you can file your nails. Here, I'll show you. Like, I can smooth that out. So that's kind of interesting, but I don't use it that way typically. Okay. Dress colors. Okay. Dress colors. I am a big fan of yellows, and I'm a jewel tones person. That's typically what I wear. So like really saturated, like an emerald green or a maybe I was gonna say eggplant purple, but I'm gonna say instead, I'm gonna put this over here because I don't like how that looks. All right. For summer, it depends on your age too. Jewel tones are more considered for older people. So if you're in your 20s, I would definitely go like bright colors, bright pink, bright yellow. Let's see, if you're going to do red, yeah, a red dress, you can't go wrong with a red dress. Let's see, what else would I say about that? What other colors do I like? I do have some neutral color dresses, but I honestly don't wear them much. I have, and of course everybody needs a little black dress, but in the summer I don't, maybe not. So that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna do, like I said, I needed the bigger, wider one for how tiny my hands are. My nail beds are kind of wide. It's kind of funny, but I interrupted myself. Everybody needs a little black dress. However, it's not really a summer dress color, is it? You want to glow. So yeah, okay, in your 20s. Okay, so ignore what I said about jewel tones necessarily or deep saturated colors. Go a bright green, like an aqua, like this color. This color would be a gorgeous dress on somebody in their 20s. A bright red, a bright yellow. Hey, Chef Lori. My name is Lori, and Armchair Chef is also Lori. So that is who I was greeting there, Julia. But like I said, we're now Chef Lori has more diverse content. I pretty much post crochet and then sometimes painting, and then lately, every couple weeks, I'm doing nail strips. Just to do it, just for fun. And I'm not usually on live this late at night, but I'm working. Like I said, I was about to record something, and I'm like, ugh, that does not look good. It was actually for Pie Day for Armchair Chef and So Magical Michelle is the other channel. They're doing a collaboration to celebrate Pie Day, and so you can crochet or you can make a real pie too and submit that. But I'm actually I was a math teacher for 24 years, and so I'm actually doing a math lesson, which is part of what my recording was about to be. And I'm like, nah, these nails are not acceptable. And especially because somebody commented, which is funny. I still think it's funny. That is not why I'm doing my nails. But it did make me like think about, I can see how some people could be distracted by crazy nails. You should see some of my nails. I have some nail overlays. So you put like something like this on, and then you put an overlay on it. I need to pull that gray. So these are actually, by the way, these are actually 100% nail polish. They're not stickers. They are actual nail polish. And believe me, if you were here and could smell it, this is when we need smell-o-vision. If you could smell this, you could smell, oh, I'm going to push that back. You could smell that. It smells like nail polish because it is nail polish. Obviously not quite as strong, but it is definitely nail polish. And that's what makes them truly, truly different, the Color Street. Lillian Fox is made of nail polish, but I think they have something else. They're less expensive on the front end, like when you purchase them, but for me personally, they have such cute patterns, by the way. I'm not bagging on Lillian Fox at all. Oh my gosh, they have the cutest nails. But, and I'll go back to my overlay story. But the thing is, for me, they did not stay on as long. So I would have had to been doing them every 3 or 4 days. Whereas these, I do at least a week and a half, but usually about 2 weeks. Sorry, this one I might have to add a little bit. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Because it's harder when I have them really short like this one is, and there's barely an edge to push that over. They don't work as well. Let me see. Oh, Megan, hi. Oh, there you go. I must have known, Megan, that you were making or you're probably saying hi to Chef Lori now. But you're probably we must have been in sync. I must have known you were gonna do sparkly. Are yours sparkly too? Does it have shimmer? Because shimmery socks, that's fun. Or is it just this really nice pink? I don't want to call it pastel pink because it's not exactly a pastel pink. Yeah, that doesn't look great. I'll probably go back and do some more on that to clean up that edge. But we'll wait and see what my cuticle does. This side looks much better. And that's pretty typical for me because I'm right-handed, so this is my left hand doing my right hand, so it's not as good. But I have a little bit of polish here if I need it. A little bit of a spare. So this one, this is always my hardest one. So I think I'm actually going to do my right first this time. Because my right is so short. Oh, I'm going to push that down a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then all of that just goes in the trash, all of my little pieces. Regular nail polish takes them off. You don't have to do anything special. And when you buy a packet, they always come with a little, let me see if I have, they come with a little nail polish remover pad and a little emery board. I do not sell this stuff. I will go in and put a link, but I did list my consultant that I use. But yeah, you get one of these in every pack. So in addition to basically getting 2 manicures, as long as you don't have long nails, 2 manicures out of it, and they last a week and a half to 2 weeks. Oh yeah, I was going to do this one first, and I was going to push it down. Anyway, it's not ideal to have them potentially drying out, but obviously it's only going to be a minute or 2. That's part of why the plastic cover is on there, because it is actual nail polish, and so until you actually pull that off, it's kind of preserving that nail polish and keeping it from getting dry. My cuticles are a mess. I should have used cuticle oil too. That's all right. It's all right. And you can see why I'm doing this one first this time, because I want to use this thumbnail. Okay. All right. So let me see. I need a new makeup routine. Oh, okay. I'm trying to have a girly. Okay. So I know my daughter, her favorite is, shoot, it just left my head. It's not even expensive. It's at Target. Well, I know there's stuff with Target right now, but it's at all the chains or whatever. Oh shoot, what's it called? I cannot think of it. Oh, Fern. Yes, we've seen Fern on Camille's channel. Fern likes to tell us what time it is. Now, I am in Colorado, so it is 11:41. So, I'm in the mountain time zone. So, I'm assuming Fern is in the eastern, no, central. That's only an hour ahead. Central time zone. Again, I'm in Colorado. I don't go much more specific than that. Denver metro area. Because believe me, different parts of Colorado are very different. If I said I was Colorado, and I'm going to actually file that just a little bit. Like I said, this is a file. Can you actually hear that? That seems loud to me. Yeah, that's loud. Sorry. It'll be quick. It just kind of had a little bit of funny divot. Yeah, there we go. I knew this was more abrasive, I guess, than than the little emery boards. And I knew I needed something because that nail is actually kind of thick. Okay. Now notice I'm pushing these over the edge here. Oh, back to Lillian Fox and overlays. So Lillian Fox is great. They're about $3 a pack versus, like I said, $13 to $15 a pack, but then buy 3 get 1 free. I'm going to use my cuticle scissors actually. Let's pull that off. I'm going to use these to be a little sharper. See, I got a little bit of edge there. Darn it. That's all right. Now these actually have multiple layers. I'm going to just do a little bit right there. And then I'm going to cut that because I want to use that to correct a couple other spots. So that's another thing I love about this. I can just stick it back. I can just stick another layer on. You can't even tell. You can feel a ridge a little tiny bit. But okay, so Lillian Fox is great. It's about $3. But like I said, for me, I guess I'm hard on my nails, probably partially because I've got yarn running over them all the time. With the crochet, like I said, I say, Julia, again, this color or a more aqua version of this. That would be probably awesome on somebody in their 20s. So Lillian Fox is great if you, they are polished, but they're not, they've got something else in them too. So you have to do something a little different with, I'm just going in, cleaning up any messiness I see. To get them off. You have to do something special to remove them. Not super special. It wasn't hard. It was like, I think you have to soak them or something. They do recommend that, soaking these in. That's a little interesting hack you can do. You can take a little Ziploc, and I'm so sorry about all the shadows. It's my new setup. I apologize. But the you take a little Ziploc, you put your nail polish remover in it, and then like stick your hand, like push it down to the corner, and then like stick your hand in the Ziploc like that. So all that nail polish removers, and like let it soak there for a minute or two, and then it just all dissolves off. That's just if you want that little hack. Oh, that one's the mess. Okay, I'm going to put this on. This nail is a mess. Believe me, that's nothing compared to the mess they were. And I'm going to use these to see if I can get more precision. Okay, so that's the Lillian Fox thing. They're cheaper. They are much more expensive, and they have so many designs. Like you can type in bees, and they're going to come up with like 12 designs that have bees on them. So that's really cool. But they don't last as long. Like I said, that's my experience. Now, my 14-year-old stepdaughter prefers the Lillian Fox for whatever reason, probably because she has really long fingernails. They probably work better for her than they do for me. Plus, she doesn't crochet and have yarn running over her fingernails all day. And then overlays. So I have some really cute overlays, but I don't do overlays usually on glitter. So I would do this regular set of nails and then do an overlay. Let me see if I've got one right here. I probably do. Let's see. So I'll show. I have a million colors. So there's one color I have. There's the color of that yarn. I know it's reflecting really bad. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find. So that's an overlay where you can turn plain into glittery. So that is kind of like clear, but it has all that glitter. Same with that one. I know I have an overlay. That's a nice magenta. Yeah, no, it actually is embarrassing how many of these I have stocked up, but I keep them in a Ziploc to seal them up. I like that one. That one kind of changes color depending on what angle. Stars and stripes, that's a little bit much for me. Here's a perfect example of the overlay. So that's actually like clear or transparent with the little black stripes. So you would put a color on or no color, or, or imagine like if you put bright pink nail polish on and then you put that over the top of it and it just lays on it, and you do it exactly the same way I did my other nails. But they're done. But yeah, so they get kind of wild. So there's a bunch of different variety of overlay. And now if I do a set of nails and I do an overlay, they can easily last me 3 weeks and sometimes 4 weeks. Sorry, that was loud. But yes, it is a little bit embarrassing how many of these I have. Here's my ode to crochet. And I'll clean all that up here in a minute. But French tips, they do have French tips. So I'm wondering, Megan, this is actual nail polish. And so it does smell of nail polish. It's just not as strong. You might be able to get away with these, but the Lillian Fox, they don't smell like nail polish. And they have French tips as well. So this brand, this Color Street brand has, I would really have to dig to find them. I have a set of French tips from them. So you can do French tips with these as well. But Lillian Fox, the smell of nail polish is not nearly as strong. But that's looking much better. Believe me, they were a wreck before. Now I feel like okay about recording. Put a crochet cardigan over it and you're cozy. Yes, that's right. I'm going to, it's too far away. I'm going to clean that up real quick. I'll put that there too. This is my little tools. And this was the little Ziploc. I still have some extras. So if I wanted to do, mix and match some of my extras. And then I actually go ahead and to really seal this, because again, it is nail polish. I melt that. Sorry, I'm off the edge. That's the colorway. Or I'm sorry, colorway. That's yarn. But Check Me Out is the print, the color, the nail polish. I don't know. I melt the edge to kind of get out any And then I have this, I put them in Ziplocs all together. That's why I said I have an embarrassing amount. Maybe one of these days I'll actually show the bag. I showed you about not even a third of, about a fourth of what I have. I can't handle the remover either. Oh, yes. Yep. Yep, there you go. Oh, absolutely. If you're, I forgot that you do gardening. If you do gardening, absolutely, you're not going to want to do, sorry, I'm away from the camera there. You're not going to want to do nails. Why bother? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I can't do heels anymore, and I had some of the cutest heels. I never wore high heels. Maybe an inch. I might have had an inch and a half. Well, my feet are really small. So if the heels are too high, it's like so much pressure on the front of my foot. But I used to have these little 1 inch or they were kitten heels, I guess. So maybe that's only a half an inch. And I loved them so much. But my knees make it so I cannot wear heels. Toes look great in flip-flops. Yes, that's right. And flats. Yeah. I loved my heels when I was, but again, I was a teacher, so I didn't want to wear high heels because that's just crazy. I have a cousin who is super into, thank you, Presley. She's super into shoes. She literally spent, you guys are going to laugh about this. I might have said this before. She spent more money on her shoes for her wedding than she did on her wedding dress. And that's hilarious. It's not like she bought a cheap wedding dress, just to clarify. Yeah. I'm going to guess the shoes were at least $1,000. Yeah, yikes. I don't relate to that at even a little bit. No. I just no. Just no. I had a friend that when her husband does really well. He's very good at the job he does, and he runs his own company. But a few years back, they were somewhere. I think they were at some place that had a Tommy Choo's shoes. And she looked. She's like, he said, "You can get a pair," and she's like me. She doesn't. Well, I would say she even leans more toward Camille. She's like, she is not spending that kind of money. But she's like, okay, I'll look at the discounted ones. The discounted pair of shoes she looked at was $1,500. She's like, no, I'm not doing this. Those wedding heels look like, okay, I think they were Manolos. I think that's the right name. Wait, no, what are the red bottoms are Louboutin. They were Louboutins. And they were super I want to say they were actually red shoes as well with her white dress. They were nice shoes, but no. I'm not doing this. I've been dating to get married, but I don't know how to Julie. It's Julia. Sorry. Okay, Julia. How do you drop the hints? Oh, and oh, by the way, those heels. For the wedding shoes, I want to say they were about that high. She's a lot taller than me. My cousin she's adopted. Just so I'm not saying that this is genetics. I'm not kidding you. She looks like Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock younger, because my cousin is. Anyway, yeah, they were heels about like that. So how many ever inches that is? Now they were probably, what are those, 4-inch, 5-inch? They were probably 4 inches. And yeah, all of it was an open honest. Yes, you're right. You're right, Bridget. Just be open and honest. Have you been talking about the future? Yes, these ladies are giving you great advice. That's That's funny, Camille. Camille's funny. But yeah, I think talking having a discussion about, oh, what do what are you thinking about 5-year plan? You don't have to be that formal. That's, but just kind of seeing where they're at with the, hey, are you looking to get married? Because some people don't necessarily want to go down that road. But yes, these ladies will give you good advice. Open and honest. Men do not pick up hints is just the facts. No matter how aware they are, hints are not very effective. Um, I picked what I wanted and went, yep, yep, you can do that too. Absolutely. You let them know where you're at. You can do it. You can approach it that way too. This is what I'm thinking. I see you in my future. Something like that. he didn't he didn't have a clue. Now, my husband, it's our second marriages, both of us. Married, but at this point, it would probably be. Or yes, yes. That's about what Megan. That is very close to what I was going to say. Us being on our second marriage, first of all, we were both like, we're only getting married if we're sure this is forever. Um, um, he's from the UK. That's why that's my wedding ring, and I love it so much. Got a purple stone. I told him the first ring I had, I actually liked more as it was so unique, but it was also a Clara. Um, but I had a reaction to the metal, so we actually got this from Dublin, Ireland. Ordered it, and it's I had to get real gold because then I didn't react. I don't react to it. But what was I going to say? Oh, my husband and I, we had the because we'd been married before. We're like, we're not getting divorced ever again. I wasn't sure until I met him that I wanted to get married again. I kind of had resigned to, hey, I don't think I'm going to do that. Um, that's really funny, Camille. Yeah, you have to be direct. That's what all of you are saying. Not that it would be. I want. Right, right. So if you're dating at, you get to a certain age. If you're dating, you want it to be serious. Now, both of my daughters are married. My daughter that just turned 27, eh, she's halfway to 28. Um, so when she was still 26, got married. And they had been together since she was 19. She might have been 20, but I think was she 19 or 20? I think they started dating when she was 19. And then, like I said, they just got married when she was 26. And then my other daughter she actually met her her husband. I was going to call him her boyfriend, but her husband, through a mutual friend and blind date kind of thing, which is funny because it was in high school. He was going into he's only a few months older, but because of the age cutoffs and all that stuff, he was going into his senior year in high school. She was going into her junior year in high school. And then they got married. Let's see, I will figure out how old she was. Let's see, 2019. 24. She was 24. So she was a little younger than my other daughter. But they also met younger and they went through a lot together. They've been through a lot. But yeah, I want to be married into. Now, Julia, how long have you been with this person? Because I never really knew when I would go with my kids. We're already together. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that happens too, Megan, where you're already together and you don't really do the dating thing. True story. My current husband and I met on Plenty of Fish. Before him, I threw a lot of fish back. From the time we got, well, because again, second marriages. He had small children at that time. I mean, the youngest is 14 now, but at the time she was not even quite 3. She was 2 and almost 3. And then the other one was 5. She's now 17. But we met for 4. Oh, so okay. So you've been together long enough that you're more like my daughter and her husband. And she is 29 now. To put that all in perspective, they've been married since, like I said, I think she was 24. She might have been 23 and not turned 24 yet. But yeah, she might have been 23. But they'd been together since she was 17, and they waited a couple years and they have a couple kids. But is their mom in the States? Oh, my stepdaughters? Yes, she lives about 10 minutes. So it's long overdue. Not necessarily. I think that's such a developmental age. You want to make sure you're growing together and not growing apart. So I think taking your time, part of the reason my first marriage wasn't successful, even though he and I had been known each other for 5, 6 years and dated for 4 of those years, we weren't growing in the same direction, I guess is the best way to say it. There were some other things, but what kind of led to a lot of our issues or challenges was that we were growing in different directions. Is he about your age? Because that makes a difference too. Do you have shared values? This is why talking about the future matters so much. You want to be able to make sure that you actually share the same priorities and same values, and you're truly on the same page. And it's about the long term and not about the wedding. I think sometimes there's so much pressure in our society to get married that sometimes, 4 years might seem like a lot, but he's 24. Okay, so he's your age. My ex was 4 years older than me, and when we got married when I was 21, and so he was 25. Developmentally, like how much I changed from age 21 to say 28 in particular. And I'm not saying you need to wait that long. I'm just saying I don't think it's necessarily overdue. You want to make sure you take your time and that you're on the same page for the long-term values. What matters to you in life? What is super important, and what are your absolute must-haves to actually make a partnership work? Yeah, that's a great idea, Julia. Chat with him, see where he's at, see what he's thinking, and let him know kind of what you're thinking. But don't feel, I mean, obviously you want to be with him, but as far as the marriage thing and whatever, taking your time is good. Obviously, if it was 3 or 4 years down the road, where he finally gets around to making commitment, well, depending on what's important to you, that might be too long. But I guess my perspective, watching my 2 daughters, only because you were about the same. So I'll be honest, my older daughter, the part of the reason they got engaged when they did, was because she was going to be, okay, get married in 3 or 4. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there you go. What Camille said, just ask when do you think 2 people are ready to get married. And then if you're thinking a 3 to 4 year plan, I think that's very reasonable, because that gives you enough time to actually see that you're headed the same direction. Developmentally, you're going to grow so much in the next couple years. Like I said, 21 to 25 to me is a really critical development. You're really becoming your own adult. And that's why it's important to evaluate what you want long term. But yeah, I think asking what when do you think people should get married? Now, my daughter that I was talking about, he probably would have waited another 6 months to propose, but she was going to study abroad in Scotland. So he wanted to make sure everybody knew that she was taken, which is kind of funny in retrospect. It's cute and silly and, in many ways archaic, but it was just, it's what he wanted. So he proposed at the zoo because that's kind of their special place. So that's the other thing. It's like um, he I personally have no problem with a woman being the one that proposes to a man. However, you would want to make sure he's okay with that, especially in your 20s. I have a feeling that would potentially emasculate him. These are just thoughts coming into my head about this. So yes, exactly. Yes, exactly, Julia. What you're saying is exactly right. Take care of yourself first. Be really self aware. Start to look at what you value. Make a list of things that are must haves in a relationship and evaluate all of that. Make sure and if you know what direction you're headed and you have that discussion with him and he's headed the same direction, having the same thoughts, and you're on the same page about what's really important, then, getting married in 3 or 4 years is ideal. But I do understand, especially again with society and how it can feel, and it can feel like forever. 4 years can feel like forever. Yes, I agree, Megan. Ultimately, the only people I've seen where it's been successful, where a woman proposed to a man, was significantly older people, like in their late 30s or even early 40s, because people are in a different place, but it could be emasculating and other things. So Megan is right. I would be cautious. I wouldn't necessarily go down that road, especially if at all there's traditional values. Um, so, yeah. So this putting on nail strips turned into relationship um, advice, which is always fun. But yes, dating can be a nightmare, Megan. To go back to you, yeah, it can be a nightmare. It can be. Yeah, I've had some pretty funny dating stories, right? And I haven't even told the crazy ones. Yeah, well, I did tell the one. Oh no, Julia, I'm so glad you don't apologize. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that we had something to chat about because otherwise I would have been done as soon as my nails were done. And I think the ladies here are, they combined have a lot of experience and different experiences. Um, I'm glad everybody here has been able to give you some good advice and some things to think about. Everybody here in the chat is wonderful, and I have tremendous respect. Yes, and my channel, Camille's channel, Bridget's channel, we'll talk about all kinds of things. If you want to see a really cute little piggy, like a little baby piggy, go to Queen's Crafts by Bridget, and then and yes, Camille and I especially are terrible at stopping talking. Like the live today went considerably longer than either of us intended when we were on her channel. So it was kind of funny. We'll be live where you can see my face tomorrow night on my channel where you're at right now. So like and subscribe. That would be awesome. But yeah, we're good with anybody throwing out, hey, I have this life question. It doesn't have to be about, obviously tonight we were talking about nails, but it doesn't have to be about yarn or crochet. This is my this will be in most of my videos now but yeah, I would say yeah, thank you, Julia. But yeah, we'll be live, a traditional live instead of a vertical live, and I'll be on with Camille, so you can see our faces, and that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. So it's later in the evening. Well, not as late as this, but on a Sunday night, I understand that that's a little later. Obviously, this would be crazy on a on a Sunday night. But yeah, you subscribe to my channel, so you can like click over to the like tab, or sorry, the live tab, and it will show you that it's scheduled there. So, and you can click notify me if you're interested. But yeah, you're all, you can ask just about anything in this chat, and you're going to get some good advice about anything. Like I said, came for the nails. Usually it's crochet. I also paint. Here, I can grab this easily. I'll show you something I painted, just so you can see. Oh, and I also post things with my cats. Because my cats are, whoa, sorry about that. My cats are funny. So I painted this wine bottle. So you have to rough it up with, you were talking about glowing up, trying to make sure to do that for you. Yes. Yes, for yourself. Any improvements, anything, any growth is about you are growing for you. You are changing or adjusting for you. That I should turn that into a background or something, huh? That looks nice moving. It's I really like the Van Gogh style of painting, so a lot of my painting is. Yeah, that would be great, Julia. Let us know if you do. If you don't get, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, that's fine. But if you dip your toe in a little bit, let us know. Or if you dive head first, whatever. But yeah, I'm thrilled with that. Yes, we will all want to know. Camille and and I bet everybody in this chat will want to know. We all want to know. We are nosy people. We like to know. We like to know the stuff. And new makeup stuff for me, and not for him. Perfect. It's okay to do a little bit of that for him, but yeah, it needs to be for yourself. You feeling good, whatever makes you feel good about you. That's what's valuable. I'll just do this hand here, so I'm not getting as much shadow. Again, I apologize for the lighting situation. I will figure that out by the next time I do one of these. My channel tomorrow night. Yeah, so Lori's Stories. Thanks for asking, Megan. Yeah, so my channel tomorrow night. And Tuesday night will be my channel and not Chef's. I don't know if you found me over there on Tuesday. I know Long Cool had to find me because that was a last minute change. Normally Tuesdays is on my, but I was out of StreamYard hours and I hadn't figured out Restream yet. So I'm set now. I won't run out of hours anymore. It won't happen again. So we won't have that problem. But yes, we love crochet, right? Oh my gosh, my heart's really not a great. This one's better. Anyway, yeah, how long has it been? I can't, because of where my screen is being held. It's been a little less. Is that, I cannot read that. Is that 68? Or, oh, I know what I need to do. I apologize. Well, you look at my hand there. Ugh, I don't know why it's not showing. It's making me angry. Oh, there it is. All right, I have it muted. Let's see. So it says, how long does it say? I thought it would say how long. Oh, we're almost at an hour. Just short of an hour. So we'll talk for a couple more minutes. So I go at least over an hour. But Bridget, if you ladies are free Thursday night, okay. Dee's Creative Hands, okay. Do you have a post on your what used to be the community tab for that? Because that would be great. I put six Eastern. That's for I babysit Thursday, but that's not a conflict. So I just have to make sure there's no appointments. Sometimes I have parental duties with my stepdaughters. Not usually. We're pretty well scheduled. Where my husband works graveyard shift, so he schedules most of their stuff so he can take care of it after they get out of school and then before he goes to work. So, and then he sleeps during the day. Usually not very well, but that's a whole different problem. I want to get an ear piercing. Okay, so I can't show you. I have a Daith piercing, the Daith, the little nubby thing inside the ear, not the one that's kind of on the edge of your ear, but like the one that's inside your ear, because it helps with chronic migraine. I have a friend that got the little part. I can't think of the name of that. The little nubby that's on the outside of the ear. My oldest daughter has 3 or 4 up in the corner. Sorry, what is that? The cartilage. She has 3 or 4 in the cartilage, and I think she has 3 on her earlobe on both sides. But she doesn't have the Dave. I wish I could show you. I've got an idea here. Sorry about how crazy this is going to be here for a second. I apologize. Ugh. Okay. Let's see if you can see it. I have to look at my computer screen and there's a delay, so just a second. Oh, I'm not even live. Hold on. Are you seeing it? Can you? Yeah, my daughter has a lot, and each of my daughters has a tattoo. Oh, yeah, that's just the side of my face. There we go. Okay, I was on it and now I'm not. I am so sorry, guys. There, oh, right there. That's the piercing I have. If I ever have to get an MRI again, I will have to go to the piercer to have it removed because it's metal, obviously. And oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. But you could at least see what I was talking about. But yeah, my daughter has lots of piercings, and then, like I said, they both have tattoos. My older daughter, it's a thistle because her study abroad was in Scotland. You have 3 in each ear. Where are they at, Bridget? Yeah, thank you. I picked that. When did I get that done? 2020 November, Black Friday of 2018, because I remember I got it was just coincidental that that's what worked out, but I ended up getting like 20% off of the jewelry, so I got a really nice earring to go in there, but it is in there. Like I can slide it all the way around. It does not come out. So I have to go to the piercer if I ever need to get it removed. But 3 of my daughter has 5 or 7 ear. Yeah. Yep. That's the same. Yep. That's the same as my kiddo. Cartilage and 2 in each lobe. Okay. And you don't own earrings. That's so funny, Bridget. That's so funny. I have so many earrings, and even though my earlobes are pierced, as you saw, not that it was great, great camera work on my part, but maybe I'll remember to show it in the live a little better tomorrow. But I have tons of earrings, and my earlobes are pierced. I even got a second piercing in one side because I had this pair of earrings that I loved. They were little sapphire hearts, but I had lost one of them, and I'm like, I'd like to just leave that in all the time. But then the third one, so that's 2 piercings in one side and then 1 on the other. It just didn't work out. So I don't wear regular earrings like at all. That piece of jewelry just stays in there all the time. Yeah, see, I think the ears, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to lie. This piercing hurts for a long time because it's going through next level cartilage. Um, the part, okay, since I'm correct, I'm current. Okay, you're so yes, this is my sense of humor. I'm into Christmas. I was drinking coffee, but and I obviously made a mess. But uh, my what was I saying? I don't. I interrupt myself all the time. I should be able to see it better this way. Okay. Well, what was I going to show though? That's what I was going to show. Oh, so if you do this part right here, this little part, this does not hurt as much, but it bleeds a lot. But I heard that little piece doesn't hurt as much. All right. Oh, I did not want to go back in there. All right. But no piercings. See, right. So if you're going to, yeah, I have all kinds of earrings from my mother and my stepmother who've both passed. And so I have jewelry from them. I have jewelry from when I wore earrings all the time. But as I said about my ring, it's a different, I love this ring, but I liked my other ring more. It was so unique. But I'm metal sensitive. So like, and spending that much on where I have to get like actual gold for all my earrings, that would be expensive. So I just never bothered to wear them. Yeah, yep, reacting. Yeah, that's exactly it. Um, that's exactly it, Megan. All of a sudden, I started having reactions to metals, and I never did, and then I do. Yes, also a lot of earrings, but no. So hopefully you'll get some earrings you really like for your piercings, Julia. Uh, oh gosh, I wish I could remember that stinking makeup brand that my daughter loves. I feel like it starts with an I, but I don't know that that's right. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, but dresses, I would go, yeah, do a really nice dress. Oh, coral. Coral is a great color on a dress, too. I have a coral dress that I love. I don't wear dresses very often. I'm usually in sweatpants or leggings because, I'm retired and I'm a grandmother. So that's what I do with my time. So a start would be the normal ones in the bottom. Yeah, the traditional earlobe. That's what I would do too. That's where I would get pierced. Since you have none, I would definitely go with traditional. And obviously, you're the stud. Don't go to Claire's. Go to a piercer. You will have better. They're usually piercers are usually at tattoo parlors. Like I'm just saying, don't go to Claire's because they just use a little gun and it's not as effective. I don't know. Those of you with piercings, see, do you agree with me that you should go to an actual piercer, even if it's just traditional earlobes? Go ahead and answer that. I don't know what y'all think there. Okay, the lighting's not quite, except for the shadowing, is not quite as bad as I thought. Yes, absolutely. Go to a piercer. Yeah, go to a piercer, not where they're going to use a piercing gun because you will have much better results. Yeah, if you're wanting to feel girly, yeah, those are some ways to do it. Coral is a great color to feel girly because it's not a traditional pink, but it's vibrant and it's fun. It's a great color. I mean, obviously not everybody can wear coral. I can't wear yellow very well because I am white, and more white. Um, as you can probably tell from my freckles and things. Not from my current purple hair, but that's a whole different thing. But once more, yeah. Yes. And yep, exactly what Megan's saying. My daughter did Claire's, but once more, results are going to be better with a piercer and they won't close up because it will be done better. It will be done with better quality because the guns, the little piercing guns are just, they're not necessarily very effective. Can any of you hear that my husband is watching TV or watching a movie that's kind of loud downstairs? Can you hear any, I'll call it ambient noise? I'm just curious. Nope. Okay, good. I didn't think so because sometimes I shut the door if I'm worried. So, okay, so the 17-year-old plays drums and she very rarely practice. Obviously, not this time of night. She wouldn't be practicing. She's asleep, in theory. I mean, she's 17, so who knows? But but she plays the drums. My uncle is her instructor, and he gave her his professional drum kit. It's in our basement. I'm all the way on the top floor. I'm in a two-story house, and she all of a sudden decides one afternoon, oh, I'm going to play my drums right as I decided to go live. So, but you can hear it because drums are loud. So I had to shut my door to kind of cut that out. So I suspected you couldn't hear whatever the heck my husband's watching, but I just wanted to make sure. Like I want to wear flats more. I have some great flats. No, and actually have no static. That's partially, Megan, because it's my phone, but I think I figured out some of the problem. I think, yeah, I don't know what he's watching because he's downstairs. Oh, you're watching something? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Oh, shoot. Give me a second. Just have to go up and over. I forgot I unplugged my computer. Okay. Okay. Okay, you got eyes on something. No, we can't. Okay. But the static, I think some of that is because it's on my phone. But then I think I've done 3 different things to help with the static. My little separate microphone has become a problem. It doesn't seem like it's I'm sorry, I'm messing with my computer for a second because it's okay. And I have my computer muted. That's the other thing. So the microphone I had, is it here? No, I knocked it down because I knocked stuff off. That's something you'll see a lot on my channel, Julia. I drop things and I knock things off my table. It's not because I'm trying to do that. It's just what I do. Oh, you'll think this is funny. This was something we made a while back. February 7th, we made that. But the one Camille did had a heart, so it was a love bomb instead of an F-bomb. But that's the kind of stuff you could see on our channel, on my channel, and actually, oh, thank you. Yeah, the colors are fun. I have one from a different pattern that was not my own pattern that like looks like an actual like bomb. It's funny, but this one is Titan. So, if you want to, you can put your weather in the city or a city that's near you, or even just the state. By the way, I don't know if you all knew this, but if you just put the state, I believe, well, at least in Colorado, I should only speak for Colorado. If you just put weather Colorado, it's going to give you the weather at our international airport. But I always use Denver, which technically that's in Denver too. I've knocked, just in this last few minutes, I've knocked 5 things off my shelves. But yes, this is my normal life. Oh, okay. I'm going to tell a joke because of what you just typed. I know why you typed that, the 5, 6, 7, 8. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Why is 6 afraid of 7? Does anybody know this one? Why is 6 afraid of 7? I'm going to give you a chance to guess if you know, because you might know. Okay, nobody knows why 6 is afraid of 7? 6 is afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I was a math teacher and I have really ridiculous math jokes. That's exactly right, Bridget. We've talked about this. 7, 8, 9. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. You have it, Fern. You had it probably before, but there's a delay. So you probably had it before I said it. Because 7, 8, 9. Yes. Oh, Eco Warriors. You're new. Hi there, Eco Warriors. I always forget, what state is that? Are you Indiana? No, that's not right. Michigan? Okay. Camille needs a better math teacher. Obviously, I'm teasing, and I think you are being funny too. But yes, I had to tell a math joke. I have a couple math jokes, but not as good as the joke I told earlier, right? That joke that makes Camille giggle really, really well. So I think she needs to clip that section and just like that should be a short that plays over and over because it's so funny. Thank you, Camille. Yes, I was a math teacher for 24 years. Do I do tutor. That's what I do now that I'm retired. But virtually most of the time. March 9th. March 9th. What's on March 9th? Oh, gotcha. Oh, I'm glad you're laughing, Bridget. Yes. But yes, you can feel free to steal that joke. Because that is not my joke. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. It's classic. It's a classic joke. Yeah. So, Fern, I'm not sure why you're obsessed with multiplication. I'll just tell a little story about multiplying by 7. I would always get I would be done really fast and get 100% on all my multiplication table tests back when they used to do that. And what was I in? I was in advanced math. I know you're all shocked to hear that. So I want to say I was in 3rd grade and I was getting 100%. But 7s, I could not keep my multiples of 7 straight. I could not. I don't know what my block was. Once I got them, I got there. Yes, getting into the tanning season. Yes. I personally do a lot of exfoliating and then moisturize and then use the tanning creams, but you have to be really careful and get one that's like really good for your skin tone. That's what I do because I literally in the middle of winter, because it's sunny here in Colorado. It's sunny, but it can be sunny and like freezing cold. I get sunburned riding around in the car, like my hands and my arm. So, yeah. So I have to fake bake. And tanning booths are not good for you either. I have done this spray tan booth. Just if you've ever seen that episode of Friends. Yes, Camille is being hilarious. Yes. Oh, I was like, what is that sound? Oh, it was my cat drinking his water. It's the fatty catty. I wonder if he'll come over here. I have one very large cat. He is 16 to 16 and a half pounds. He's a big guy. He's orange and white. And then my other kitty is tortoiseshell calico, and she's actually his biological mother. She doesn't treat him like she's his mother. She pretty much ignores his existence and acts like, um, I don't know you, sir. She's very funny. She's a quirky little kid. She's very pretty. She often joins my lives. She likes to get in my lap now that I'm in this room doing most of my lives. It's very funny. So, yeah, yeah. Yep. Yep, Camille. Yep. Sprayed tanning, but I actually tan. Yeah. Yeah, my skin just doesn't tan. I sunburn or nothing. I know that's not typical, but like I said, I'm white, and some more white. It's kind of ridiculous. I have, my dermatologist said, you're doing a really good job taking care of your skin when you're paler than your dermatologist. Yes, this is a literal quote from my dermatologist. So yeah, because I avoid the sun like like the vampire, like a vampire avoids the sun. I promise I'm not a vampire, even though we're here live at this time of night. But yeah. Anyway, yes, I have had some really funny doctor experiences. Um, yeah, it's late night. I can share one that's I wear a bikini. Yes. Oh yes, yes. It absolutely, you get the lines for sure. You are, yeah. Oh yes, it's spring forward. Shoot, it is spring forward. So it's an hour later than it actually is. Oh, I better go. Oh, yikes. Okay. Okay, I will let everybody go. You're right, the time just changed for you because you're East Coast. I saw that an hour. No, I have an hour and a half, but it still means it's an hour later. Yes. Okay. How long? 43. Okay. So, it was a great time. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining us, Julia. And we would love to hear from you tomorrow night, even if you didn't have the talk, or you dipped your toe in, or you dove head first. We want to know. We want to know because we're nosy and we love knowing about people. So, see you on my channel tomorrow night. Like I said, go to my live tab on this, on in my channel, and it will show you because it is scheduled in there. And yeah, yes, correct, Megan. It changes at 2 a.m. And so it's not 2 a.m. here yet, but the fact that it will change, I forgot. So that means it's actually an hour later than it is, and I should get my little hiney to bed. Thank you. Yes. Go get your nails done and do the shiniest silver and gold. It will be beautiful. And red toes. I love the red toenails. Do it. It'll be great. And yes, and we're gonna go. And Camille is helping me so that we actually do the hasta la vista. Great to see you. Thanks for coming here. Y'all are the best. I'm gonna move this so I can actually turn off the live. Thanks for joining me while I did this. That hand does not look as good as that hand. Anyway, see you tomorrow night, Julia and Camille and Bridget and Megan. I don't know if I see any of the other regulars. Fern, Eco Warriors, if you're still here. And I'm not. Oh, you're younger than 24. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, these, I think nail strips are perfect for younger people. But like I said, I don't know that. But yeah, oh yes. Yes. Yes, Julia. Fabulous. I love the emojis you chose. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to close down this live. See you all later. I see you. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Bye-bye.